Nina Turner is with me. She's a former Ohio State Senator. She previously backed Hillary Clinton before now supporting Senator Bernie Sanders. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Poppy.
The DNC chair you heard right there, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, not mincing words about this incident, calling it outrageous, equating it to a home robbery. Sanders' integrity has been a cornerstone of his campaign. Are you worried about fallout from this?
Well, the only fallout I'm worried about is that's going to impact the DNC. What is outrageous is how the DNC tried to suffocate the Sanders campaign. Everybody knows that Senator Sanders is a man of integrity and authenticity, and it really makes no sense that the DNC would attack him in that way. And I agree with David Axelrod when he said that there is no knowledge at the time that the hierarchy, that means Senator Sanders or the campaign manager, knew anything about this, and that the DNC has actually put their thumbs and tipped the scale. That is what is outrageous. I want to take it a step further. Really, the DNC attacked Democratic voters, because just think about the voter file itself, that you would deny the Sanders campaign access to its own voter files, voters, that you are denying voters the opportunity to interact with Senator Sanders. That is what is outrageous.
All right, let's talk about a new poll out of Monmouth University. It found this week that 59% of Bernie Sanders supporters would be okay with it if Hillary Clinton beat Sanders and won the nomination. How do you turn those folks, Nina, into diehards?
Well, we're working. It's what we do right now. It's touching people. It's door by door. It's really going to take the grassroots. And I will tell you, Poppy, here in New Hampshire, I've had an opportunity to talk to some of the people who went out door knocking today, and they're excited about telling Senator Sanders' story about how he's standing up for the working poor and the middle class, his K through college, how he wants to eradicate institutional racism in this country. People are excited. So you know what? There's no magic wand to any of this. It is hard, grassroots, door knocking, phone calling, people to people, telling the story about why they support Senator Sanders. He is just getting started.
So let's talk about that ahead of what we're going to see in half an hour on the debate stage. How do you hammer home to voters that your candidate is the one that is going to be most focused on income inequality, most focused on the economy, et cetera? Because what those numbers that I just quoted show is that perhaps the voters aren't seeing enough of a difference between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders.
I mean, but part of it, Poppy, is that Senator Sanders is a senator from Vermont, and we can't forget that he has served the people, the citizens of that state, honorably, and now he's on the national stage as running for president of the United States of America. He did not have an advantage of a national profile before now. So he's going to get his message out. He's going to do just what he did in the second debate, which is drive home that he is the candidate. If you care about the working poor, if you care about income equality, if you care about universal college education, if you care about building on President Obama's health care record and making sure that everybody has universal health care, that is the message. So again, there's not going to be any magic wand to this. It is person by person, turning the tide. And I can assure you, from being in Baltimore, Iowa, and now New Hampshire, the tide is indeed turning, Poppy.
Let's talk about foreign policy and terror, because people across America, people around the world right now are scared. And Hillary Clinton, whether you support her or not, does have a long track record on foreign policy with her time as Secretary of State. She has something there that the Senator Bernie Sanders does not have. What is he going to do tonight, Nina, and say on that stage to convince people he is a formidable force against ISIS, more than she would be as Commander-in-Chief?
Well, I wouldn't say Senator Sanders has no experience. I mean, he has been in the Senate, and he's in the Senate now. He was in the Congress, so he has been dealing with these issues as a federal
Absolutely, and I
official.
didn't say he has no experience. I'm just talking about her track record as Secretary of State, but you're absolutely right.
Well, you know, and I totally understand that. The senator is going to say what he's been saying, that ISIS must be destroyed, and that we need to have a coalition of nations, including the Muslim nations, have to take the lead in this. But we're going to build a coalition with NAFTA and these other nations and destroy ISIS. But it cannot be business as usual. United States can't be a unilateral force unto itself. This takes also judgment. And let us not forget that Senator Sanders voted against the Iraqi war. He knew it right then, and he has the right temperament and the right leadership for this moment. But it's going to be him continuing to be authentically who he is. But make no mistake about it, he is ready to defend this country from all threats, both foreign and domestic.
Is there something, and you're the second Sanders supporter I've had on tonight who has brought up that Iraq war vote, so I think we'll probably hear that from him on stage tonight. Is there something strategically different that he would do to combat ISIS from what President Obama has done, from what Hillary Clinton is supporting in terms of no-fly zones above Syria? What strategically, tactically, would he do differently as commander-in-chief?
Strategically, it is about building this coalition that has not been built. The senator talks about how Saudi Arabia and other nations in the Middle East, coalitions with Russia, other nations that we have not really had the opportunity to really sit down with and build a strong coalition to fight ISIS, Poppy. Make no mistake about it. This is not just about the United States alone. It is going to take that coalition of nations to do it. And Senator Sanders does have the vision and the temperament for that. Bottom line, he can do it. He will do it.
Nina Turner, thank you very much. Half an hour till the debate. I will let you get inside for it. Appreciate you joining me.
Thank you, Poppy.